February 2nd, 2017, winter. I was so sick when I got here. I was freezing, couldn't get warm. I came home, I couldn't even eat anything. I just got this whole place was 10 degrees, and now it's considerably warmer. I'm probably going to say it's like 50 now. It feels great. Baseboard heating, I didn't have that. It would be horrible. But this fire's kicking butt now too. But glad to be here. Wasn't so much when I first got here, but I fell asleep for like 2-3 hours and woke up in a big sweat, and I guess I had a fever. But never had that happen to me before while I was here. All right, hopefully the rest of the week goes better than this. It was a rough first day. Had a fever, couldn't get warm, chills, cough, threw my back out last week, pulled some muscle in my thigh. I was in bad shape. But now I'm here, and as I've said so many times, this is the best medicine. A pharmacist couldn't prescribe this medicine. I'm going to show you this winter wonderland I'm standing in. The Gallatin's totally covered with snow. The house, see all the snow on top of the roof. I'll be tackling that project today. Little beach stay for the next few days, and I should have it knocked out. Cute little cabin the Lord blessed me with. Gave me a lot of happiness. A lot of peace too. Gallatin's all covered with snow. Look at that. This is a look I haven't really seen. I've seen it partial, but never quite like this. Covered with snow. Wow. It's Saturday, and I've been sick for the last 2 days. I haven't been able to go skiing yet. Fever, vomiting. I'm just trying to get my strength and trying to ski maybe tomorrow or the next day. But as of right now, I've been just resting and keeping my tasks minimal, just trying to clear snow off the roof. But what I did do was drive to the border of Yellowstone, right down the road from my cabin, and I'll show you the sign. Saw a lot of elk, and conditions are so pretty in the winter. Coming along. Not the most exciting chore in the world, but here's what you do. You take this up like this, and just take off a little bit each time. Not the most exciting Dayne travel adventure, but I'm a little paranoid about too much snow on the roof. I don't want it to collapse. Maybe you can handle it, maybe you can't, but I just feel better just chipping away a little bit each day. Hope I feel better by tomorrow. I'm still doing a little bit now. I'm going to go in and rest, but right now it's beautiful. It's snowing. It's just really nice right now. It's peaceful. Really, really, really peaceful. I just keep on chipping away at the roof. I don't want it to collapse. You get a lot of snow here. I'm always impressed at how well they manage it. I've never experienced a trip out here like this where I feel so weak. I do a little bit of scraping off the roof and I feel like dead. So, hope I feel better by tomorrow. Hey! Well, day 3 isn't exactly what I expected, but nonetheless it was a productive day in that we were able to make real good progress on getting the snow off the roof. Just about. We're about 3/4 of the way there. And I'm feeling better. Took some prednisone. That's like a wonder drug. I really appreciate my health. And this was a good place to hold up and get healthy. I made a pact with the Lord today. I just reaffirmed some promises, made some new deals, and I feel closer to God. And from that perspective, this trip has been a success so far. Maybe I'm going to ski tomorrow. I'm starting to, amazing what last few hours turnaround has done. There's the roof. We're getting there. Daniel, Jackson, Olivia, Rachel, I love you. I don't know who's ever going to see these videos. Maybe I'm the only one, and it's been a journal entry. But if anyone sees it, know that life is truly meaningless without Jesus Christ. That I don't know what you're doing in this stage in your life when you're watching this, but stop and evaluate your relationship with Jesus Christ and ask yourself the question, is he your Lord and Savior? If he is, I'll see you forever. If he's not, then I didn't raise you right. All right. Best ribs around. Skiing. Finally. When I sleep at night, to help me go to sleep, I visualize skiing. Plus I watch a lot of ski lesson videos to help prepare me. And it's just like, wow, the muscle memory is incredible. Here's a run that's one of my favorites that I like to do. Came from up there. And you gotta go all the way down. That's fun. Beautiful terrain. Man, and I'm proud of it. No woman's going to make me miss this. And no woman's going to take this away from me. No way. So I'm traversing in between these trees. Really cool area. And my one ski slides and I get stuck in this whole area. It's like quicksand. And then it comes out to here. Cool little run that I had to see where it took me. But just that fast you can get in trouble. But as Bill Parcells says, that's why you do all those push-ups. Whew, that's a good thing I did because that was not easy. I'll show it to you again. I got stuck right in there. I take my skis off. Great conditions today, in the 30s. First day of skiing, felt great. Just happy to be feeling much better. They were a rough couple days, but I'm glad I was able to finally get up on the skis and have some fun. I was never one to ski all day. 2 hours, 3 hours, and I'm good. And I appreciate the time out there. I wish we had landscape like this back home. Fire going. Great little place. Enabled me to have a whole lot of pleasure. A lot of fun here. A lot of great memories. Hope to make a lot more. First thing in the morning, get the fire going. Real important to get that going. And thank God for the baseboard heating. You gotta keep that wood pile stocked. And then you start the routine of getting the hot water going to pour into the oatmeal and tea. And then, of course, you have praise music. Listening to the Lord. Good way to start the day. Tuesday, around 2:30, get ready to head into town, get a little something to eat, shower. Skiing was great, all 3 days. A lot of fun. I just wish I had more time to put into it. These guys that ski every day, 100 and something days a week, I just don't know what else their life consists of. Mine's too complicated for it just to focus on one endeavor, especially a leisure activity or leisure sport. But it still makes me upset that I can't practice real good skill sets on terrain that would bring out the best in me at home. And the only place I could really do that is around here. But I can only get here once a year in the winter. Next time back will be May, and I can't wait to see all the wildlife and to try out various hiking trails that I've discovered. One of them being Trout Lake. That's going to be one of the biggest goals for May, will be to go hike Trout Lake and see the trout spawning. That's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to do that. Been coming out here 20 years and it never stops. Constantly things to see and do. I've been married to this place. That's the best way to describe, and what I've been telling people is I married the West. I should have seen so many more places around the world and around the country, but the West is just so satisfying to me in every way. Great time with God, great time with the Lord so far. Really feel strong and invigorated to go back home and really turn it on in every aspect of my life. And that's why I come here, to recharge, so that I will be good for everybody else. Love you, Rachel, Daniel, Jackson, Olivia. Love my whole family. Probably the most uneventful trip I've taken out west. Just a few days of skiing, recuperating from being sick, snow off the roof, a couple of little maintenance things with the cabin. But that's just the beauty of this place. It doesn't take very much to entertain you. I read some really good books, Montana bear stories, following up with some hikes I'd like to do in the spring when I come back at the end of May. A really good one called Trout Lake, where trout spawn, and right near the Lamar Valley. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. God willing, I'll be back and continue these adventures that started over 20 years ago. I'm very, very appreciative to God for everything He's enabled me to see and do, as I say so often. When I got here, I was sick. It was 1 degree. The Gallatin was frozen. My roof was covered with snow. Now I'm better. It's about 40 degrees, maybe 30, 38, 35 degrees. The water's not frozen anymore and the roof's clear. Roof's clear. The river's flowing. Change real quick. Alright, heading back to Bozeman, back to all my responsibilities, and God willing, I'll be back in May. Alright. One of my favorite things to film is the Gallatin at various seasons. February 2017. First got here, the whole thing was frozen. Now it's really breaking up. So, just in 1 week's time, enormous change from 1 degree to about 38, 40. I'll show you. Didn't look like that a week ago. Not even close. See you, Captain. See you in May. The adventures of Dr. Cloyd and Dayne, Dayne and Dr. Cloyd. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I can't believe I was able to talk you out for another one.
Hey, it's great to be out here, man.
You have a death wish too, don't you?
No. No, not at all.
Huh. You think we'll get stuck in a den again?
I hope not.
All right,
You're looking forward to that.
I would pay for that.
I know you would.
Got more room. Mark, we figured this is about since 2004 for us.
At least.
And Carter's still in one piece.
Yeah, well, we'll see how the day ends.
All right, you know.
Did. There's Mama right over there. Okay. We have a male weighing. Can we hold it?
I haven't seen the second one yet.
3.8. Okay. Oh. Two boys.
9394.
Two boys. All right. Okay, there's a car going on. Pretty cool den site. There's your mom. Your mom's right there.
Zero, 1 6.
Try the nurse.
And the right ear is 1 less, so 5.
Okay, can we get that?
What a day. And we gotta go back up there.
Yes.
God
And
bless
in
you.
the right upper,
Wishing many more litters.
it is.
Have Daniel hide in the bushes down there. Come out of here, like say, "Have you seen Daniel?" And it's like
No, he didn't come.
he was in front of us, and you know he cut himself on the saw, and he was dripping blood. we come across a bunch of coyote tracks that were trailing him. I don't know. I think they were on the trail.
I'll tell you, we could have done without you. Carter.
Don't put the gloves on.
All right, this concludes Pennsylvania Bear Research 2017. 20,000 black bears in Pennsylvania now.
Right, it was an exceptional outing to see black bears. The biological care level is always higher than the sociological care level, and the sociological care level in Pennsylvania is rising. They're more able to tolerate black bear because they got good wildlife management.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty good day.
All right, with that said, we're going to sign off Pennsylvania Bear Research 2017. Daniel, hope to bring you out. Olivia Jackson, I hope Mark's around out long enough for me to get you to come out here and experience this. All right, signing off. Well, everything was going good. New table and chairs were delivered for the porch here, and then I came around the side of the cabin, like I'm doing right now, and discovered 2 holes in the cabin made by a woodpecker. I like all animals. I like birds. When we start messing with my stuff, that's when there's gonna be problems. So I stuffed it with Brillo pads. Squirted this foam that they told me to squirt. It got over my hands all sticky. Even got some markings on the can right there. Pretty big hole. All right.
Not exactly the greatest beginning of my trip. A woodpecker poked 2 holes in the side of my cabin. Very stressful. But after clogging the hole up temporarily, I met a guy named Kelly at Ace Hardware who's going to come by and take this cabin to another level. He's going to secure that foundation. He's going to pull out any boards along the side of the cabin that are rotting or need to go and really shore them up and replace the ones where the woodpecker. And then hopefully we're going to get a deck out front here and a shed and get some wood floors down, and God willing, this place is going to really take on a new look and continue to upgrade this. Day 2, I'm on my way fly fishing to the famous Henry's Fork, and I'm driving down Highway 191, and I see 3 moose. Thanks to this guy who was put off to the side of the road, I always look to see what people are looking at. 1 bull moose, and it looks like it's, I'll get closer, I can't really tell, but there's definitely 3 moose there. All right, let's go take a look.
Y'all live in the area?
No, I have a cabin down the road. I was on my way to the Henry's Fork to go fly fishing, and I was checking out what you were looking at, because there's grizzlies in this area.
Oh, yeah.
And, hey, I'm always willing to stop to see that. This is great, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, I saw a bunch of grizzly in the park.
Today? Or,
Yesterday. Well, the whole trip.
whereabouts? Nice little morning appetizer. I didn't expect to see 3 moose just like, well, you know what? I expect to see anything at this time of the year. That guy's a really good photographer. Knows to get up really early, seeing all kinds of grizzlies up near Lamar. So I'm looking forward to going there tomorrow, and hopefully God will bless me with seeing a mother and some cubs. May 19th, spring, my favorite time of the year. I've seen some of the best wildlife sightings at this time of the year. As I'm driving down Highway 191, I'm looking at the sign here saying I'm now entering Yellowstone. Great, great, great place. I was listening to Psalms. I must have listened to about 20 Psalms from the book of Psalms today, and it was very refreshing to my soul. This place is medicine. True, true, true medicine. All right. Hopefully you have a great day at Henry's Fork, catching a lot of fish today. My guide Tim again this year.
Hey, good morning. Tim Fisher, happy to be here with Daniel again.
Where are we heading today?
You know, we're going to float the Warm River to Ashton section today. Should be gorgeous.
Different spot of the Henry's Fork.
That's right. 7.5 miles of just gorgeous volcanic basalt cliffs. So it's going to be nice.
You got to get my son a rock.
Brook trout, brown trout, and rainbow trout. So.
Gotcha. Mesa Falls, back here again. What a great falls this is. Go down the river now. Little pit stop at this marvelous natural wonder. Gorgeous rainbow. Look at the beautiful rainbow behind me. I actually have a tear in my eye. So beautiful. That's how you know a place is spectacular, when you come back again and you still have the same awe of seeing it again. It's like seeing it for the first time. All right, Tim's putting together Roosevelt, like Wonder Boy. So Tim, we're picking up with the Henry's Fork where we left off last year.
Yeah, we took out at the Warm River, put in, and we're putting in there today. We're going to float 7.5 miles down to
The other way.
Ashton.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's great. Beautiful day on the Henry's Fork. Picking up where I left off from last year. This great river. Some of the best fishing I ever done last year, so hopefully that continues. We had a lot of snow last couple of days, and this is the best day they've had in the past week, so we'll see what happens. But how can it be a bad day being at a place like this? All right, first one of the day, and it's a beauty. A nice rainbow. Take a look at him. Nice.
Gorgeous. Good
Nice,
job.
nice, beautiful rainbow.
right,
Really
let it
nice
go.
rainbow. Yep. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. You're on.
What do you think we have here, Tim?
You know, I think it's a rainbow trout.
Okay, I'll take another
A
one.
little more tension on the line.
Oh, it's
It's a whitefish.
okay.
Hey,
Popular fish, but
we'll take it. The only native fish left in this river.
Is that right?
So kind of a cool thing. It's an indicator of a healthy fishery.
A whitefish, but yet they're looked. Why are some fishermen look down on them?
You know, they're really not a rough fish. And they are the only native species left here. They really shouldn't be frowned upon.
Okay.
You know, they're just a little slimy. That would be the only drawback.
Gotcha. The birds around here are beautiful. We saw that one that was like a jet fighter, right, Sam? Picking off insects
Yeah, some variation of a
of a sparrow, but had blue in it, right? And I just saw these two really pretty goldfinches. They're beautiful birds. The birds and the flowers, especially come July around here, are unbelievable. Oh, is that them? No. Basalt. That's the type of rock formation it is, or the type of rock?
Volcanic rock.
Volcanic rock.
rock. Yeah.
Okay.
You're on.
All right. Beautiful scenery. Great guide. Beautiful fish, hopefully. We'll see you in a moment. Keep stripping them in?
Yep. Yeah, we'll net them on this left side. Just keep bringing them in.
Is there another whitefish?
Keep stripping. Keep stripping. Okay, lift, lift, lift. Rainbow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Nice job.
Same size as the last one?
Yep.
There you go. Can I put them back?
Sure.
Oh, you wait.
I'll get the hook out of them.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Is out?
Hook's out. Yep.
Thank you, buddy. Nice.
All right. Nice job.
Nice job. All right. It's the honey hole.
What's that, Daniel?
Called this the honey hole.
What do you got on here?
Take another rainbow.
Oh, yeah.
In this beautiful scenery. You turn to the left, right?
Yep.
Stripping?
Yep, keep stripping. Keep that healthy bend in that rod.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. On the black rubber leg again.
Woo!
Another nice
Yes.
rainbow.
Yes, indeedy.
You got it?
Yep, we'll take
Okay.
that now.
Yep.
Look at that, Tim.
Good deal.
Look at that beauty.
Gorgeous.
Honey hole delivering. Second one in like what? Second class?
I might have hooked him. It's a whitefish?
Oh no, it's a beautiful rainbow. Oh! Oh! Woo! It's a little bit bigger than the last few.
Look at that.
Nice. Here you go.
You know, look at the size of him.
And he ate the caddis.
Tim, look at the rainbow. Go ahead, buddy. Go back. Go back eating.
Okay. All right, we're hooked up. Could this be the brown trout of the day? Oh, it's golden.
Don't take that camera off.
Yeah. Well, yeah, left.
Left?
Yep,
Keep stripping?
yep. Well, no, that rod's bent just fine. If he wants to go a little bit, let him go.
Let me tell you something. This is the fight of the day.
Yeah, for sure.
Fight of the day. Don't let that camera go.
No, it's around my neck. Okay, rod tip a little lower. Yep. 'Cause in this situation with heavy current, we want to keep him swimming. If he thrashes on the surface, that's when it pulls out. Okay, yep, strip. Tip a little lower. There you go, strip. You know, I might have to put this camera down and pull anchor and just chase him a little bit. I'm a little nervous with the speed of this current. You know?
Alright, you want to stop and resume kind of thing? This is the first time that my fly fishing is going to stop and resume. That's hilarious.
We'll see. We're still rolling. All right. Keep strip. A little more pressure. Oh.
Let him roam when that happens?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we might have to chase him a little bit. Okay, strip. He's coming at you.
How's the fight of the day?
Now you're really going to be spent. Okay, strip a little more. No.
Slow him down, right?
Yep, down, just like that. Strip.
This is a fighting fish, man.
They fight very similar. All right, we've got a golden dorado here.
Is that what's called, a golden dorado?
It's a yellow-bellied or golden sucker, and this completes the Henry's Fork Grand Slam. No. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Nice job.
Great day on the Henry's Fork. Saw a lot of beautiful scenery. Birds, plenty of hawks, osprey. Caught about 8 fish. One was I caught a whitefish, a golden sucker, and some really nice sized rainbow. It was the water was a little bit murky because of the snow the last couple of days, but it was a beautiful day overall, and definitely only enhanced my opinion of the Henry's Fork, one of the best fly fishing rivers I've ever been on. Okay. Good second day. Good fly fishing on the Henry's Fork. Saw a lot of good wildlife, moose, elk, pronghorn, coyote on the way home. Tremendous. Right now I'm just trying to take this cabin to another level. That's what I'm thinking about right now. It's what's consuming my thoughts, and I hope to really upgrade this place. I want to be a good steward of the great blessing God's given me. Tomorrow, heading up to Lamar Valley, gonna hike Trout Lake. Hopefully I see the trout spawning, and I really pray to the Lord I see grizzlies. Can't wait. All right, till tomorrow. Trout Lake. And that's where I'm heading. Well, I finally made it here. I just saw 2 grizzlies. These people had spotting scopes. I was able to see the one with binoculars, and they were nice enough to let me use their scope, but my son's prayer was answered. He's been praying for me to see a grizzly. I've been praying to see a grizzly, and God Almighty is so good to me that I was able to see 2 grizzlies before I even got here. I got up at 4 o'clock this morning, and you get rewarded when you get up early. I've always said that. All right, let's go see what Trout Lake brings. This is a little intimidating. I've read a lot about this hike, and they said it was steep climbing in the beginning, then all of a sudden just leveled off. They said the scenery is incredible. Whew. Altitude. All right, I'll show you in front of me. Trout Lake, right behind me. Okay. I don't think I'm ever more happy, except for my children, than I am right this very moment. To see this pristine, God Almighty, awesome beauty. I'm so humbled, privileged, blessed to see this. As I'm approaching Trout Lake right now, there are several buffalo around the lake. I'm gonna hike it and do a loop around it. I don't see any trout yet, but I'll just show you what I'm looking at. Look how beautiful this is. Beautiful. Little duckies. Buffalo off the side there. I'm gonna hike around this lake. Look at the mountains in the background. Lord, thank you. That's what I'm seeing right now. There's a buffalo in front of me. About 35, 40 yards. Here's where the trout come in. And where we go over this little bridge. Something's going on over here. That's where we're shooting up. These trout come in here. Well, I don't think I caught them spawning, but this is where it happens. They come in through here, and they head out into that lake. I'm gonna try to get a rock right now for you, Daniel. I'm looking at these beautiful colored rocks, and I'm gonna get one for you right now. Right in that stream. I'm gonna get you one. They were right when they said beautiful scenery. Trout Lake. What a beautiful experience. Seeing 2 grizzlies in the morning before I even got here. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. And I just hiked around this beautiful, beautiful lake called Trout Lake. And what a great hike it's been. I'm gonna head back to the car and keep exploring. Keep adventuring. Keep feeling free and alive. So grateful to the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. I don't deserve you. Thank you for every crumb of food I ever put in my body, every drop of water, every speck my eyes have ever seen of such beauty. I'm so grateful to you. That's right, I'm thanking Jesus again, whoever sees these videos. Because without him, nothing is possible. Thank you, Lord. Look at this cool bridge. So the lake is here, right? And it comes flowing to this little bridge. Look at this. Gotta love it. Wow. Gotcha, that's what this is. Marlin. That's pretty nice, the logistics. bear with 2 cubs laying behind a tree up on this hill. And we're waiting, a bunch of us, a big crowd here is waiting for this bear to wake up and move about with its cubs. So, it's a black bear. Try to zoom in. So I'm coming back from the Lamar Valley, and I'm heading toward Mammoth to go home. And I discovered this other trail that says there's a falls 0.5 miles. I can't pronounce the name of the falls. But it says, I think it says Waif Falls, something like that. So, me being the sucker for waterfalls that I am, I couldn't pass up this opportunity. So, I'm going to check this out. See what it looks like. I can hear the falls up ahead. I'm looking forward to seeing what this looks like. Whoa, that's the fall, that's gorgeous. I can see it in the distance. Oh, this is going to be good. Oh yeah. That's going to be good. How about that? Cool falls. Woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Made it up to Lamar Valley, saw 2 grizzly bears, hiked to Trout Lake, saw a black bear and 2 cubs, herds of buffalo, pronghorn up close, mule deer, herds of elk, and on my way back I discovered this little hike. I think it's Waith, W-A-I-T-H, trail, only 0.5 miles to this beautiful waterfall behind me. and it's only, I think, a little bit after 9 o'clock. So it really pays to get up early. Okay, I'll show you again. I'm stumbling upon all these incredible waterfalls. I haven't been up in this part of the park since I was, gosh, I'm gonna say 31, 32 years old. And I just stumbled on this too. This was right off the side of the road. Beautiful falls. Love waterfalls. Strange name. Good looking falls though. Whew, Buffalo Jam. Wow, this backed up so many cars. Check out the jam because there's Buffalo. What a day. I don't know how I live up to what happened today with all the great hikes and the great wildlife sighting. I prayed so hard, and I know my son did too, for me to see grizzlies again and keep that streak alive. Amazing, amazing. And the people were so nice to let me use their scope, or it wouldn't have been possible. So now I'm going to go back to Yellowstone tomorrow, and this time I'm going to head past Old Faithful going south, about 8 miles past Old Faithful, to a place where I'm going to hike 3 miles in, called the Shoshone Lake, and then 3 miles back, so 6 miles round trip. It's going to be a really interesting hike. I'm really enjoying getting to know Yellowstone, not just driving through, but rather hiking various parts of it. It's been a whole lot of fun. Day 3, heading to Shoshone Lake, and as I'm on my way, I discover this place called Kelper Cascades. Where do you see this? I almost went ice skating here on this treacherous, this board's really slippery. But what do you see what this becomes? Wow. Another beautiful, beautiful waterfall. This is really cool. Check that out.
scary.
Whoa.
It's so steep. This canyon. I've really been enjoying my exploration of Yellowstone in a more intimate and in-depth way. I've been zipping through the park for years and never really ever taken time out to pull over and see some of these sites. I've always been just cruising around looking from afar, but now I'm really enjoying getting to know Yellowstone a lot better. This little cascade, Kelper's Cascade, was a real treat to start the morning. Now I'm off to Shoshone Lake. Well, there's no hiking to Shoshone Lake today because the trailhead, which is called Daly Creek, was covered with 4 feet of snow, so you couldn't even see the trailhead. So this is going to have to be another day. So much snow down here past Yellowstone, past Old Faithful. So now that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go head to Old Faithful, have some breakfast, maybe check out some of the mud pots and all that kind of stuff. I have to come up with a plan B. But I'll show you what the snow situation looks like around here, this part of the park. See how high the snow is? Like, that's what Daly Creek looked like. I couldn't even get access to the trailhead. Old Faithful. Always a thrill coming here. Biscuit Basin. 1.2 miles, Mystic Falls. Well, I had to resort to a plan B, so I'm going to go to Mystic Falls. I did this last year and it was a really nice hike. And I think it's worth doing again. So I wanted to get a hike in, and this was the next closest one. So another one of my hikes is having problems. I wanted to continue the 1 mile to Mystic Falls, but it's telling me, warning, don't go past this point because the area is blocked off because of grizzlies and black bears needing this vegetation because it's snow free. So guess what? I gotta go. I can't go on this hike. Don't want to bump into anything. So now we're on plan C. This is what I see coming at me right now. Boom, big fella. Okay, so I'm gonna hike up toward the mine.
Last year, a lot of drama. Something killed an elk. Probably a cougar. That's where we're going. Sometimes I forget how vast and massive the forest is behind me. I just start walking a little ways in. I'm really reminded what a wild place I live in. I mean, this goes on forever. And I'll just show you both sides. And you got this trail here, right? And over here, this leads up the whole side of a mountain, as well as this does. But then it goes beyond that. Look how far in the distance the mountains are. And that goes past that. A wild place right out my backyard. I've been looking for a hike all day. And this is the one that seems to does it for me for today. It's so quiet, but yet you're on edge. You just know what's out here. You know, there's grizzlies out here, cougars, wolves, everything. And you're on high alert. Because you just can't stroll back here and not be. I got a gun in my hand and bear spray. The last thing I'd want to do is have to use any of it on anything. But I can't go down swinging. I mean, I can't just go down. I got to go down swinging. But I trust God will get me back safely. I made it to right where that they used to process whatever mineral came out of that mine up above me. Just sitting, relaxing, just staring at this. Vast. Massive. It just keeps on going back. I don't know what trails there are behind the mine. That I'd want to do with somebody. But I'd like to go a little further past the mine just to see what it's like. Outhouse. Where I keep the wood. Park the car. Where I just came from. Beautiful Gallatin. New. Alright, that's it. Chimney stack. Where the birds got me. Those little woodpeckers. Filled up with willow. Hopefully nothing will happen. That little guy got me again up there. Monday, May 22nd, here at one of my favorite hikes, OC Falls. I have to do this at least a couple times when I come. And I'm sure I'll film the falls. I can't pass that opportunity up. Here we go. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. That OC Falls is like what String Lake, Lee Lake hike is to me when I was in Wyoming. That was absolutely my favorite hike, and this is right there with it in its own very special way. It's of the same caliber. It doesn't take second this is just so nice. But because it's so close to me, you have a tendency to, shun things that are close and you take it for granted. I don't. I just think this is one beautiful hike, and it mesmerizes me every time I take it, and I just love it. I'll get to the falls, and I'll film that for the 100th time. This right at the base of the waterfall. This is great. This hike, I'm telling you, is spectacular. Every turn looks gorgeous. A Ferrari of hikes. So I'm hiking across the street from my cabin at Cinnamon Creek. And I'll show you Cinnamon Creek. It flows right into the Gallatin. There's a trailer. I picked it up. I've ridden down this road many days by horse, and took it all the way from Taylor's Fork and came down this way to come back home. I was going for a little nightly walk, and heavily armed, bear spray and packing. Okay. Reading this book about grizzly attacks in Yellowstone, and it's enough to scare the heck out of you, making everyone want to take another hike again. And who's to say that I could be walking down right now and up on the embankment over here, a grizzly pops out. Maybe she's with a mother and cubs and all of a sudden attacks me and kills me. Every time you hike, this is what you got to think about. And it's nerve-wracking, and yet in a very odd way addicting. It just adds an element of adventure to the hike like nothing else when grizzlies aren't around. And I always swore that I would never hike in grizzly bear country, and now a hike's not the same without grizzly bears in it. Black bears are tremendous. They're nowhere near as aggressive. I've seen them on trails. I've been around many of those. Grizzlies, whew, totally different animal. And my head's on a swivel right now as I'm walking around. And it's scary. So, I hope I don't lose my nerve altogether. I wouldn't see half the scenery that I would see. All right. Behind me is Quake Lake. On August 17th, 1959, an enormous earthquake took place here. At 11:37, a 7.5 magnitude earthquake shook this area and created a massive slide that continued to fill the water so high that it actually covered trees. This place is 120 feet deep, but it's starting to recede over time. Let me show you this place. You see the trees sticking out from where this was once forest. And in the background there, it was where that huge slide took place. And now it's called Quake Lake. Quake Lake. It's a massive mudslide. In the early morning of that day in 1959, it says here, when mist rises from the water, the skeletal trees that loom from Earthquake Lake appear ghostly. They're just a hint of the strange world below this lake, where scattered relics along the lake bottom tell a story of terror, loss, picnic tables, crushed cars, toys, fishing gear, all abandoned during the tragic hours in August of 1959. So this was a campground, and this massive slide from nowhere as a result of that earthquake. I can't imagine creating a dam over here. So what's underneath these waters? So I'm heading toward West Yellowstone. I decided to take a little detour. I remember going with my guide when I did some fly fishing on the Madison in the winter a couple years back. And I remember this place called Quake Lake. And I wanted to go down and explore a little bit. What a beautiful, beautiful area. Loads of hiking trails. More reason to come out here and more reason to explore. And a whole section of this area that I knew existed, but not to the extent. And that Quake Lake situation, the destruction and from the earthquake and the way it created a whole nother lake as a result of it, and what it wiped out, and how even inside the lake itself, there's still cars and dead bodies. Ugh. But all right, supposedly this Hebgen Lake is loaded with brown trout and big fish. Okay. I'm doing something I can't even remember the last time I've done this, other than around my cabin or even when I was in the Aspens at my condo. Taking a late evening hike or late day hike. It's about 20 to 6 on Tuesday. And this morning I was checking out all these hiking spots, and I went into the outfitter in Big Sky and asked them about this place. They gave me a map and told me that this was a good hike. So it's Daly Creek Trailhead, and I'm going to try to go about 2 miles in, 2 miles back, and see what happens. Am I scared? Heck yeah. But I got the Lord. Show what I'm facing. Alright, that's where I'm going to head for. This Black Butte Trail Junction, 1.8 miles. And then I'm going to turn around. So it'll be like 4 miles altogether. Really wide open. Really wide open. Up on the hills here. This is different. Really different. I like it because it's wide open and I can see some stuff. I don't know if I'm going to get a nice shiny day like this over the next couple of days. So I thought now was as good a time as any. I love the creek right next to me. I love that. Look how wide open this place is. This is really cool. Really wide open. I think you pronounce it Daly Creek. Well, I love the fact that it's running alongside me. I love to hear water when I'm hiking. But this place is, like everything else, big and vast and open. And a grizzly could pop up at any moment. I got my bear spray in my hand. And I hope I never have to use it. But I don't want it to stop me from seeing these places. I'm starting to lose my nerve a little bit after reading grizzly books about grizzly attacks. They'll make you never want to leave the house. So, alright. Let's see what happens. Approaching something here. Ooh. This is cool. Little bridge. Hike is vast, real open. I really like it. I really like it. Look how big, massive this terrain is. Daly Creek. Enjoying it. I think I'm about a mile in. I just don't know how much further I want to go. Contemplating either turning around now, which I'm probably a mile away, or going a little further. But this marker right here, I don't know what that indicates, but I'll show you what I'm facing. Look how beautiful. Vast. Keep saying that word. Wow, that's something. I normally have done my best hikes in the morning, but it was so sunny and so beautiful, and in the 70s. And I heard it was supposed to be really windy tomorrow. So I said, you know what, now's as good a time as any. And it's been getting dark like around after 9. So it's a little after 6. I started this around 5:30. I think I probably went about a little over a mile in. That was just enough for me for right now to experience this place. And I think I'd come back again because of how wide open it is. I feel secure. Seeing a lot of things in front of me and around me. Well, that finishes this hike. Daly Creek. It's the furthest hike this way toward Montana. It begins Yellowstone. Wow. It was just so peaceful. I was on guard, but eventually it became just so peaceful. How do I replicate this back home? How do I put to stop the incredible boredom of not being able to hike places like this? I love my children, I love my family. But sometimes a man just got to be a man and step out. There's really nowhere to step out back home. I'm in bed early, I get up early, I exercise, I love my business, I love my family, but look, I just did this hike in an hour and it just totally gave me peace. A sense of accomplishment, a sense of satisfaction that I can't get back home with anything around there. None of these places to do the things that I love to do. So when I come out here, I got to really make the most of it, because it's going to be 3 months before I get to any kind of get this again. I hope that as I get older, I'll be able to spend more and more time out here. And I can't wait to introduce my children to this place. Okay. Thank you, Daly Creek. Thank you.
Little baby moose.
So concludes my May 2017 spring trip out west. Great trip, as always. Getting close to the Lord. Great hikes, fishing. Just new sights that I want to see when I come back. And the adventure and the journey just continues. I just look forward to sharing it with my children someday. Look forward to coming back in August. Look forward to seeing the cabin get some improvements. And I thank God for everything He's enabled me to see and do. Until August, God willing. I don't know how I could forget to mention the great wildlife sightings that I saw this time. 2 grizzly bears, a black bear, a mom with 2 cubs, herds and herds of buffalo, great bighorn sheep sightings. Fabulous, just fabulous. Pronghorn, the usual, almost 8 moose I saw, one with a baby just this morning. All sorts of variety of birds. Just the best time of the year to come out here and see wildlife is this time of the year that I've been coming out now for just about 20 years. So I'm very, very grateful for all those sightings. I prayed to God that I'd see grizzlies, and He answered my prayer, and I'm so thankful to Him for that. I don't take any of this for granted. August 24th, 2017, my first day. First day actually out and about. I went to Lamar Valley. The streak, I am proud to say, is alive. Saw a grizzly, and now I'm at some place that I've been looking forward to doing since the last time I was here, called Hellroaring Creek Trailhead. This is the trailhead, and this is supposed to be quite a hike. What makes it great is that you're going to be crossing over the Yellowstone on the suspended bridge. So when I get there, I'll film it. Looking forward to it. This hike is beautiful, gorgeous. I'm only not even a quarter mile in. This landscape is so dramatic, so spectacular. I'm not even a quarter mile into this hike, and it's living up to its hype, I'll tell you that. Check this out. It's so cool to read about these hikes and the highlights of the hikes and plan on doing them, and then you're actually here. And then one of the highlights is this bridge, which I'm about to show you. This is like nothing I've seen. Check out this bridge I'm now coming on. Whoa, I'm going to just take it right across it. Wow. Look at this. So, this is the Yellowstone below. Incredible. And videotape both sides. Look at that. And over here, look how green the water is. I was thinking to myself, this bridge is moving, and it is. It's actually swaying a little bit. I actually felt like I was on a boat. This is really cool, and this was something I've been really looking forward to, is standing in the middle of this bridge, right over top of the Yellowstone. Wow, something else. Came from there. Heading here. Nice hike. About a mile and a half in. It's a 2-mile hike one way. I want to see this hell roaring creek. Then I'm going to turn around and come the same way I just came. Fear. But it's a humbling fear. I'm definitely afraid. I heard a noise like it was a roof, but it was me. It was just rubbing, something rubbed against me. But the fear was like nothing else. You really feel alive out here. As beautiful as it is, as dangerous as it is. But this is humbling, and humbling in the sense that you realize you're just a man. You're not the top dog around here, top predator, and you do it anyway because you see all this beauty around you. And I wouldn't, if I allow fear to grip me up, I wouldn't have had the privilege of seeing what I just saw. Well, standing behind me was my goal, my destination, Hell Roaring Creek. I'll try to get a rock for you, Daniel, right now, at a Hell Roaring Creek, and then I'll head back. All right. Go down right now and get you a rock. Let's see. Hell Roaring Creek. Doesn't seem so hell roaring to me, but I'm sure it is in the spring. Let's see. It looks good. I'll pick you a good one, don't worry. Let me see. How about that red one looks interesting. Right here. I'm getting wet doing it too, Daniel. Ah. There it is. Got my foot all wet. Getting you a rock. What you do for your children. Now I gotta hike 2 miles back with a soaked foot. But I love you. I'd walk 20 miles for you. So I'm on my way back. I'm looking over my shoulder. I see a buffalo. Just dropped my bear spray. Can't have that. And there's the buffalo. This is a pond normally. I'm gonna show you where the buffalo is. There he is. It goes to his left. Okay, he's coming around my way. A male. Oh boy. Okay. I obviously gotta go the opposite way as him. He's about 100 yards from me, and he just spotted me. And I gotta get over on the other side. He wants to come here, and I want to go there. So I'm gonna go the other way. Alright, this buffalo has got me a little nervous. Wow. Go! That buffalo really shook me up. I saw fresh buffalo scat on the way over to Helvering Creek. And all of a sudden he appeared. It was 100 yards away. And him and I were like on a course. And even though I tried to go around him, he had an agenda. And I don't know if he was territorial, if that was just where he was coming. But either way, you see I think it's 4,000 pound animal coming at you. Snored a little bit. No thanks. That was a first. Man, you never know around here. I'm expecting wolves and coyotes and grizzly bears, not buffalo. Alright, that woke me up. Whew. Back to the bridge. Same Yellowstone I fished in. Just further down. Wow, look at this bridge. So cool. You hear it. Can't imagine riding a horse over this. Yellowstone River. I got this book about all the great hikes in Yellowstone. I just found out back the last time I was here in May about this hike with this bridge over the Yellowstone. And I couldn't wait to do it. And now I'm standing in the middle of it right now as I'm filming this. Definitely different, exciting. 20-something years. Always something new. I've only skimmed the surface. I don't even think that. Alright, back to the car.
There's the bridge I just went over. I filmed this. Just as I was coming down. Wow, just look at that. That sight. Just gonna keep it there for a few seconds. Yellowstone River. It's like a little grouse. A little grouse. Day 2 was a great day. I attempted to hike Yuri's Lake for a third time. The last 2 times was because of snow. I couldn't make it around, but this time I just couldn't even find the correct path in the signage. I got about halfway and had no clue where the rest of it was. So I turned around. But I did hike up to the mine with an older couple who was passing through, and I told them I'd take them up there, so that was a fun time. And the cabin looks great. Major upgrades. The foundation is finally secure. Boards that were rotting are going to be replaced on the cabin itself and the outhouse. So I'll go on to the next project and just keep being a good steward of what God has given me in this tremendous blessing. Osteen Falls. Can't make a trip out here without coming to see Osteen Falls, my favorite hike in this area of Montana. Great spot. Filmed Osteen Falls about 100 times. Might as well make it 101. There's a guest ranch called the 320 Ranch. It's literally right down the road from me, and I've been wanting to ride with these people for a while. So today's my day. We'll see where I have no idea where I'm heading, but it's like about a 3-hour ride. So I'm ready to go. There's my horse.
He's a sweet horse.
A nice horse. Look at that paint. Very nice.
I'm gonna take you with me.
He's like, oh, I know we're supposed to go that way.
Let's go this way. I don't know this guy. Alright, great. Where's he taking me? I just met him 5 minutes ago.
I can't resist. I'm back in the saddle again. I can't resist the joke. Riding at the 320 Ranch. Alright. It's a beautiful horse. Some thick brush. A lot of down timber. This ride's been pretty much like this the entire way. Opened up. Show you Cinnamon Mountain right now in the distance. Wow. Cinnamon Mountain right across the street. All right, back at Usi Falls. I've been hearing a lot of mixed reviews about how to pronounce that. So either way, it's still my favorite hike in this area. So I decided to come back again today. And yesterday was a great horseback riding half day up on top of the mountains and being able to see Cinnamon Mountain from a distance, and just how in depth, how far back it goes. It's just endless. Woods galore. Couldn't get over all the fallen timber. That stood out for me.